So Jackson Rice will punt from inside his own 20-yard line now. And this a better kick. Terrence Austin calls for a fair catch at his own 32-yard line.
Fitting the ball in to the receiver.
Varner from inside the 5-yard line off another bomb of a kick from Locke. And barely gets out to the 10. Boy, Jeff Locke changes field position, doesn't he? That's another huge kick. 60-yard punt.
Fumble by a right guard that can mean the difference in a football game. Would have been a short field for UCLA.
And that was almost one of the all-time great announcer jinxes, just as I get done talking about how great Oregon is. Well, Michael James coughs it up. Here's Austin at the 40-yard line. Stays on his feet. Down the sideline goes Terrence Austin. That's better than the fumble recovery for UCLA. They've got better field position.
And only about 10-15 seconds would come off the clock.
Terrence Austin had a big punt return his last opportunity. Low snap, but Rice gets off a good one. This will chase Austin all the way back to his own 32-yard line. Makes the first man miss, but he's brought down to the 37.
Going to have to punt it out of his own end zone. And does. And another good one. Look at this. Austin backpedaling at his own 20. Brought down at the 22. That is 82 after playing in the Coliseum for years. 35-23. Cal with the lead. Horvath another field goal. Shane Vereen from his own 3. Well, they run the reverse. They fake it. Vereen comes this way. Brings it out to the 26. That's where the Cal offense will start. We'll send it back to our Times Square studio in New York. And Rose Bowl.
Yeah, occasionally, but it was usually when I wasn't playing.
How often was that?
It was when I was a reserve quarterback.
Terrence Austin got another seed. Boy, he hits that initially so well. Right now, have a tough time today. Get an update on them in just a moment. Shane Vereen, 1 yard deep, is going to bring it out. Yeah, well covered out to the 22. That's it.
Kind of a secondary blitz, a delayed blitz.
He was never touched. Locke's punt. Vereen looking right up into a blue sky, but a lot of sunshine up there. Can't get away. Brought down just inside the 15. 55-yard punt. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Cal. So it's being assessed on the kickoff. Austin from his own 30. Cross midfield and dropped that to 47. But again, big play.
Welcome to the desert in Tucson, Arizona, where we come to you from Arizona Stadium and the Zona Zoo for Pac-10 football. Today, it's the UCLA Bruins and the Arizona Wildcats.
This young Bruin team, 33.
One of the top punters in the Pac-10, but Bud Wright is back on the field for Arizona, number 19. He can fly. Fair catch here. Wright bobbles the football. It appears that he recovered at the 18-yard line. 40 out of Austin, Texas, by way of Michigan State. He'll try the middle. And Grigsby up near the 25-yard line. Let's check out that UCLA front four because they two to the right, two to the left. In motion is Turner to the left. Foles with the quick pass. Gets the first down. Pass midfield inside of the 44-yard line. Was there a fumble? Apparently the player was down, but fighting for the football. Looked to be a defensive lineman. It's Douglas on the catch.
And those two inside receivers have been magnificent and great for the quarterback. When you have two inside, see what he's doing, because he says, you know, the talent level is still growing. They're trying to figure out how to make plays for him.
Intercepted by UCLA. Raheem Moore's 6th
Guys
interception.
start losing confidence.
Arizona already up 13-0 in the first quarter. They try the middle, a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. From the 31, they'll swing it out to Bug Wright, who escapes for about 3. And James
Should send a thank you note to Michigan State.
Grigsby, not much, maybe a gain of 2. No tight end. UCLA showing a 4-man rush, maybe pressure from the outside. Now they bring it, and they'll swing it out to William Wright down the sideline. He is out. 3rd down, very short. They've got Grigsby set off to the right side. Now he moves to the left. They give it to Nick. 1st down. He was down when the ball came free.
The Oregon State colors flying high in Corvallis as we welcome you to Research Stadium and a Pac-10 Halloween showdown between the Oregon State Beavers and the UCLA Bruins. Third quarter with Terrence Austin back deep to return for UCLA, and he hauls it in at his own 10-yard line. Out to the 25 before he is stacked up. Jeff Luck to kick off. James Rogers at his 1-yard line. Finding a seam. A lot of room. Flag on the play as Rogers is into UCLA territory, forced out at the 40, but this is likely to come way. First down and 10 for Oregon State at the 29-yard line. 8:30 left in the fourth quarter. Quiz up the middle. Runs up the back of a blocker and picks up about 6 yards.
And try to run this football and pound this football, make it easy on UCLA's defense.
Quiz. Good penetration by the UCLA defense.
Have an opportunity to get some great field position here with Terrence Austin. And this is one of those things where all components have to play together.
Hecker with the punt and a good one, driving Terrence Austin back to his 9-yard line. Flag on the play, and UCLA is going to be operating out of a deep, deep hole as Austin will take this the distance. If not for an illegal block, UCLA would be looking at a 2-point conversion to tie this game, although you could make the argument that maybe Austin would not have been able to go the distance if not for that illegal block. Rick Neuheisel obviously does not like what we believe this call will be.
Well, I don't think this is a reviewable anyway. He's looking for review, and it's not going to happen.
Glenn Love, I believe, is the guilty party. We'll find out.
Yeah, Gary pushed him right in the back.
One there. Here's
There
Love,
was one
number
over on
20.
No, it wasn't Love. It was Sloan.
I'm not sure.
That UCLA offense, the last two series in the fourth quarter up at Corvallis, and right off the bat against the 101st ranked pass defense team in Washington. They kind of picked them apart in small doses down the field.
And Sean Westgate comes in the game for Akeem Ayers. And this guy has a lot of energy and passion to play the football.
Second down, shortly out. Thrown over the middle. Locker. Hurst, 7 catches, 113, and 2 scores. Here comes UCLA. Up the middle. Chance for breaking it out. Terrence Austin in Husky territory down inside the 40-yard line. Bruins are in business. And he can change momentum and change games just like that. Terrence Austin with a good piece of work right here, finding the wedge and finding the hole, 59 big yards.
Kick almost blocked, a little bit of pressure from the Bruins. It'll be a fair catch for Terrence Austin. It'll take it at the 34-yard line.
For Washington State to forget about the pass, which means a 1-8 start this year and a quick 7-0 deficit. They had a 3rd and 1, and they turned down a short yardage situation to a running back like Tardy, and their quarterback Lobostal throws an interception that in one play 30 seconds later is 6 points for the Bruins. It will be taken by Forzani at the goal line, and Johnny is to the 25 and down to the 2009 field. Paradise Jam, where hoops meets heaven. The kickoff will be taken, and they're going to bring it back. And Washington State, Forzani is near the 20s. Fortunate for what was taking place. Short kick. Forzani hammered down at the 23. Bruins confident right now. That's Westgate on the tackle.
UCLA doing exactly what we said they needed to do to win, which is
UCLA opened with 3 straight wins over San Diego State, Tennessee. Now their punter in trouble, has the ball blocked out of the end zone. That will be a safety, and UCLA gets 2 more, 23-0.
And there's no excuses for plays like that. I mean, you work on this a few days a week in practice. Your special teamers, the long snapper and punter, they need to be best friends. You see it right here. You've got to move with your feet, not just with your hands. Get in front of it, catch the football, and then step up into that pocket that's created. And you could say it's cold, it's difficult for this punter, but
down and 6. Lopina to the right side. There might be a penalty on that one. No flag comes.
On the green fields of a gridiron monument, an epic tale readies its next chapter. Can the noble knights win out and become bowl eligible? Or can the courageous warriors secure one more slaying? Battle lines have been drawn. Today, the epic continues.
Locke has been excellent at kicking the ball where there can be no run back.
And for UCLA on that drive, I'm sure they're disappointed that they didn't get a touchdown, but remember, they had to overcome 2 penalties, and that is really something they've not been able to do. So just overcoming the 2 penalties to get a field goal, big deal for Rick Neuheisel's maturing offense.
That's very true. This kick is going to go right about to the goal line. Niles handles it, gets back to 10, 15, little gap to the 25, and stopped short of the 30-yard line by Sean Westgate.
And the 2 false starts looks good, but not working once they snap the football.
So Locke to punt it away, 40 and 45 yards on his first 2. Williams the deep. He can scoot. This is a high kick. Not deep, but effective, and a fair catch called by Williams at about the 38-yard. Big game later on this afternoon, and this year it is a big game for the first time in a long time. Sakachi in trouble, loses the football, ball's loose, still loose. Bruins pick it up, it's Akeem Ayers who will get it into the end zone for a touchdown. Had to wait to see if a linesman was going to make that call. He did, and the Bruins have put another defensive touchdown on the edge.
And Brian Price, defensive tackle, moving him outside to the end on the other edge has really caused problems for this beat-up Arizona State offensive line.
So Miles waits to receive the kick of Locke. UCLA special teams have won the day also so far. This is an end-over-end kick, about a yard deep. Miles trying to get to the edge, and it's not going to happen again. He's going to be stopped short of the 20-yard line. And the ball might have come loose. I believe it did. And let's see, the officials are going to say UCLA ball. It did. There's the 4th turnover. And it looked like
just got taken away from him. Jamal Miles, the freshman, looks like a pretty normal kickoff return at this point.
And there it is right there.
The ball just pops out.
Westgate came away with it.
Yes, Sean Westgate, the sophomore linebacker, special team zealot for UCLA, just comes in and cleans it up. 2 guys with a hold of Miles holding him up. The 3rd guy, that textbook football, go for the ball, and that's exactly what Westgate did. A guy that does a lot of special teams work for UCLA. 2 blocked kicks. Really gets after it.
And a real opportunity for the Bruins here to put their foot on the throat of the Sun Devils with 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in the first half. UCLA will use its 2nd timeout right here. Westgate accepting the plaudits